What is up, friends? Vaticate here with one last Maplestory Classic World video before the closed beta test finally dies. For the sake of nostalgia, I've switched the resolution to the old days, 800 by 600, just to showcase what the ranges, Dragonite's abilities actually looked like back then. As you see, I almost hit stuff off screen. Archers are similar, they actually do hit stuff off screen. This is why you remember the ranges being different. But anyway, the point of this video is to talk about final attack. Someone on one of my other videos asked me to talk about them, compare them across the warriors and archers, and basically say how I feel about them, how they add up, and how they add up versus the old days. So, I swapped this character, the Dragon Knight, just for the lulz. Final attack. In every incarnation, final attack is triggered anytime you use MP to deal damage. Rush does it, Strafe does it, Dragon Crusher, Piercing Crusher does it. The initial attack has to hit an enemy to trigger it, and an enemy has to be in range for this effect. That's why I'm spamming Rush right now, trying to get that was it right there. When final attack is triggered, you do an extremely fast extra hit that works slightly differently for everyone. The Dragon Knight version deals 250% damage to one target. It heals you for 10% of the damage done. And that's it. The Page version, White Knight, does 270% damage to a single target, making it better in single target. Does not have any side effects though. The Fighter version is the most unique, dealing 130% damage to 3 enemies. It also has a seemingly higher chance to proc the bleed effect on axes. Both Archer variants do 250% damage to one enemy, and there's no real other effects to them. How do I feel about them? The two Archer ones are pretty much useless. They are a massive DPS decrease in AoE due to the fact they slightly slow down your casting speed of Iron Arrow or Bomb Arrow. This often will lead to an enemy getting the distance closed and dealing damage to you. It's worse in third job as it's no longer an increase to your single target damage. Simply spamming Strafe is better than spamming Strafe with final attack. The Page version, it should always be active in single target situations like bossing, PQs, that sort of thing. Whenever you're AoEing, turn it off. They are toggles now. The big issue is that it's not much of a loss to turn it off. It's not much of a gain to have it active in AoE. Whether or not it's an actual loss to damage, it's kind of finicky because we only get 4 enemies now. But it does feel like just spamming Charge Blow will be superior. In second job, you might be better off with it in AoE. But third job with Charge Blow, keep it off in AoE. Dragon Knight is pretty useless. You can use it while PQing in second job, but in third job, Piercing Crusher dramatically outdamages it. and you really don't want to interrupt it. The heal from it is negligible. It has a cap on how much it can heal. Can't heal you more than 25% of your total health. I have not seen it heal that much. It's not reliable. It will not keep you alive, even if you're actually hitting it. Watch. See if I can get a proc. There. See? It was nowhere near 25% of my health. Even in single target, don't use it. Finally, fighter. Use it in AoE. Don't use it in single target. DPS decrease in single target. It's basically another slash blast, just with one fewer targets. Is quite nice in AoE actually. It seems to have a slightly elevated hitbox as long as there's at least one enemy in range of the initial hit. The bleed tie-in with blunt axe is actually quite good as well. Can't go wrong with that. Don't use it while bossing though. A small caveat with that though, it does speed up your orb generation. So later on when we have proper finishers for Crusader, it can actually see the full potential of Panic and Coma. There is a chance that we will use Final Attack while bossing, just to fire more of those comas and panics off. Anyway, that's it for Final Attack. Hope you like the nostalgic 800 by 600 screen resolution. It feels terrible. I can't see anything. Yeah, let me show you guys just how much of a zoom out we have in modern Maplestory. To all of you archers, dragon knights, hermits talking about flash jump, watch this. Look at that coin. That's that coin. Look at that. Over twice as far. That's why your flash jump feels like crap. That's why your range feels shorter. Have fun, guys.